What's going on, people? How's everybody doing today? This morning? What time is it? 5 minutes past 10. Friday, a.m. Chilly and cold up here. We might be getting snow tonight. Not where we live, but north and west of us. They're talking they could maybe get a couple of inches. We're supposed to get rain, but chilly rain. Unbelievable. But after this, it looks like the weather pattern's going to change, and as the new week goes on, we're supposed to get warmer and warmer, and by next weekend in the 70s. So, fingers crossed. All right, I got a couple of things, something different. First, I'm going to show you how I'm making out on this Gloster Gladiator. The version I am doing was in Finland in 1940. I am doing the white camouflage one with the skis. I got my skis all made. So we're going to do that. We're going to do the winter camouflage because personally I don't think there are enough winter camouflage planes done. And the object is to put that white on so that it looks like it was whitewashed, because that's what most of them were. Painted out in the field with some whitewash. So we'll see what happens. But this is what I got so far. We got our rear skid on. Got our little ladder on. We got the cockpit all done and in. You can't barely see the. Let's see if I can. When I do it with my flashlight. The instrument panel is way inside, guys. I don't know, can you see it? Way, there it is. Way inside. Just some flat black and, semi-gloss black, and then a silver dry brush just to pop out the instruments, but very rudimentary inside. Of course, 172 scale. It's more about the outside with these than it is the inside, and that's why I like them. So yeah, it's got a lot of rigging on it we're going to do. It's got an antenna we got to put on, but yeah, all in all, this is that. I got I just gloss coated the propeller. Just put a nice gloss coat on that propeller. It's got to dry yet, but wooden propeller. This was the last biplane that the RAF used. This was in service just in 1940 as the war started. They came out with a newer version, the Mark II. I am building the Mark I. So like I said, it was this is the one that was in Finland in 1940. So with that being said, I want to talk about this book I'm reading. For you car guys, or for even if you're not even just car guys, but if you're history guys and you like a good story. I've been reading this book. A Race of the Century. It's about the race from New York to Paris. The auto race. I thought I'd show you. They got some really cool pictures in here. If you guys want to hang around, I'll show them. Those of you that don't, that was my little update on the Gloster Gladiator. Thanks for stopping by. I just wanted to show you guys some of the pictures in here. So, hang on, Jeff. You're going to be on wobbly mode for a few. I picked out some pictures here. Here's a picture of the race. The race starts in New York City, and they go all the way across the USA. All the way out to, I believe they leave from San Francisco, if I'm not sure. And then they go from there, they go across the Bering Strait, down to, no, they don't go to Bering Strait. They go down to Japan, that's right, too. They end up going to Japan. They were supposed to go through Siberia. I think they still end up going through Siberia. But, yeah, there it is. But, yeah, all the way over to Paris. Quite the race, quite the race. There were 5 teams. There were 5 cars that got entered. Let's see if we can find them. These are the guys that raced. Those are all the guys that raced. There were 2 teams from France, 1 team from Germany, a team from Italy, and a team from the United States. And those are all the guys that raced there. Usually 2 or 3 guys to a car with a journalist, a guy from the paper. And these are all the cars. These things are wicked cool, I think. There's the French. That's the German. It was more like a truck than a car to me, eh? That's the motor block from Paris. Now that's a car to me. You know, some of them look like trucks. Another French one, the Dion. There's the Thomas Flyer. That looks like an old Stutz Bearcat. Pretty close. And then there's the one from Italy, the Zust. But yeah, just pretty cool, man. Then they had to, now when they left New York in January or February. And from what I've been reading, some of the snows that they had to shovel through, to get hours and hours of shoveling just to travel a mile. Because you got to remember, no roads back then, boys. Here's one of them stuck up to his axles in mud. Talk about having to get teams of horses to pull cars out. I guess the most horses it took to pull one of them out was 17 horses. They had to build bridges. Like I said, no roads back then. Absolutely no roads. Horse paths, cattle paths. Well, here we go. Another one. All broken down out in the middle of nowhere. But just a great book. I read it once before, but it was a couple of years ago. I wanted to pull it out and read it again. And but yeah, look at this is where they're traveling through the mountains and stuff, the desert, death in the desert. Sounds like a good name for a chapter, huh? I believe that only at the end, I think only 2 teams make it, if I remember correctly. One of them all banged up and in trouble, constantly breaking down, constantly having to make parts. I got to remember, no O'Reillys back then, no Napas, no Allied Autos. So always a mechanic. Here's one of them getting pushed across the river, or carried across the river, whatever. But highly recommend this book, guys. Like I said, great story. Here's the last picture. Here they are, look, out in the middle of nowhere. In a river. In a river. Jesus. But, yeah, just a great book. Race of the Century. Race of the Century. And it's by Julie Fenster, it looks like. But highly recommended, guys. I can't recommend that book enough. So, but that's where we are. Gonna get the. I want to try to make a new platform for when I display my models during my videos. So I think I'm going to be working on that. I want to make like a barn board floor. So I got some wood for it that I found. So I might be working on that today and working on this. The Gladiator. I got the motor stuff all done. There's the motor. I got the cowling. The cowl's done on the inside. I got to paint the outside. Put it together. Put the propeller put the propeller in this. And then put the nose cone on it before I do that. So, but yep, there we are, guys. Like I said, great book. Great book. If you get a chance to go get it or read it, definitely do it. So, all right, I'm done. Stay safe, stay well. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, I promise. Oh, be good, boys. Have a nice weekend. Peace out.